So that was an introduction into the theory of NMR spectroscopy. And I have numbered each sheet 1, 2 and 3. I will be taking a photo of each of the sheets and uploading them onto Blackboard so you can take down the notes at your own ease whenever time suits you. So what I want to do now is stop with the theory. We still have loads more to do, but just stop for a wee second and try and understand how does all this here, all this that's going on, how does that relate to our unknown spectra. So we'll do an example here, and I've numbered this number 4, and we'll take ethanol and we'll try and figure out the spectrum of ethanol. So if you look at ethanol, this is the structure. We're going to look at the environments, the hydrogen environments, right? We're going to ignore the carbons and the oxygens for now. We're just looking at hydrogens because this is 1H NMR. So we're just focusing for a minute at the hydrogens, and specifically their environments. So in this molecule we have 6 hydrogen atoms, but their environments are very different. And how to decipher environment is we look to see what is the hydrogen attached to and what is that then attached to. So if we look at this hydrogen, it's attached to that carbon, and that carbon's attached to that carbon. Look at this hydrogen, it's attached to that carbon, the same carbon, and that same carbon is attached to that same carbon, and it's the same for this. So all these hydrogens are all attached to the same carbon, which is attached to that. So that can be considered as one environment. If we look at these hydrogens here, both of them are attached to that carbon, that's attached to that carbon, and that carbon's attached to that carbon and that oxygen. So that is considered a second environment. Now note the difference between the hydrogens here. These hydrogens attached to the one carbon, attached to that carbon. These hydrogens attached to the one carbon, but that's attached to a carbon there and an oxygen there. So these are very different to that. And as what the hydrogens are attached to is very important. And that's why it's so good at giving you the structure of a compound. Now we have one other hydrogen here, and I think it's pretty obvious. It's a completely different environment than these two. Not even attached to a carbon, it's attached to an oxygen. So that in itself is another environment. So within the ethanol, we have 6 hydrogens, but we have 3 environments. So we're going to come up with a type of 2 types of spectra. Now the first one is the low resolution spectrum. So essentially this is the spectrum that will be produced if we were to analyse ethanol. And we essentially get 3 peaks. Now I'm going to number them 1, 2 and 3. So 3 peaks indicates that we have 3 environments.